Hello guys, how are you doing? So welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Clementine John and I'm on the most powerful journey of my entire life, that is building a $1 billion brand in 365 days of consistency. And today is day 137. Yes, we made to day 137 and I'm so grateful for the journey, for the lessons, for the wins, for everything that has been happening in between this journey. So today I want us to talk about raising the internal standards. Yes, raising your internal standards, because standards are very important in the journey of success or in improving yourself in that journey of consistency. Standards are very important. So your life changes the moment your standards change. Your life changes the moment your standards change. Not your goals, not your motivation, your standards. Because goals are wishes, but standards are rules. Goals are wishes, but standards are rules. And rules shape behavior. Okay? Rules shape behaviors. So, let me ask you a question. Do you know why standards beat motivation? Do you know why? This is why. Motivation fades, but standards remain. When your standard is low, you tolerate a lot of stuff. Not only in the journey of success, but in every aspect of life. When your standards are low, you tolerate a lot of shit, okay? When your standards are low, when your standard is low, let's now talk about the journey of success. You tolerate procrastination, you tolerate mediocre effect, and you break promises to yourself. When your standards raise, excuses disappear. You don't negotiate with your standard, you meet it. Self-respect is something you feel. Self-respect isn't something you feel, it's something you practice. Every time you finish what you started, you show up when it's inconvenient. You do the uncomfortable things. That is how you create self-respect. You reinforce a higher standard. You know, standards, it's everything. Okay? So it's day 137. Day 137, it's not about hype. It's about integrity. Yes, day 137, it's not about hype. I'm sorry, don't feel hyped up. It's about integrity. Ask yourself, what am I tolerating less than my potential? What am I tolerating less than my potential? Where am I cutting corners? Where are you cutting corners? Where are you cutting corners? And where am I pretending to try? Be brutally honest with yourself, because that builds a light performance. If you can be brutally honest with yourself, that will create a light performance. If you want better results, raise the standards. Raise the minimal acceptance effort. You don't raise to your goals, you fall to your standards. You don't raise to your goals. Everyone has goals, but you fall to your standards. What do you stand for? Is your standard, I always show up, or then you show up? If your standard is, I finish what I started, then you finish. No debate. What is your standard? Where is your standard? Do you do what you say you'll do? Or do you give excuses and beat corners here and there and end up not doing? Is your standard, I show up, and you show up? Where is your standard? How is it? Okay? So it's day 137. A higher standard, cleaner execution, zero tolerance for mediocrity. That is it. Very soft and very focused. Cleaner execution. You don't give excuses no matter what. You don't tolerate mediocrity. And you have a higher standard. This isn't about motivation anymore. This is about who you've decided to be. Okay? It's who you've decided to be. Go become that person. So see you tomorrow in day 138. And let's continue the journey, because we can do better, we can achieve more. And yes, you don't have to be motivated. to do everything. You just need to be disciplined. Show up one more day. Okay, show up one more day, because that is how we win. So see you tomorrow in day 138, and as always, let's meet at the very, very top, because the bottom is overcrowded. Thank you very much, and more blessings.